If it rains, please let me know because my bag's going to be in the rain.
Oh, you'll see me running around doing silly things. Fine, Tracy's here. I think it is going to rain in the second half, right?
Yes. So guys, would anyone like a bite of my battered
This one I would say that you'll be fine. But
just looking ahead to forthcoming fixtures, this in fact is the last men's first team game until March the 21st. Next Saturday we're away here in town, and that game kicks off at 3 o'clock. From the following week we travel to Three Bridges, and that's
Welcome to Friday night football as the Jersey Bulls travel to Sevenoaks. Well, we should have a tough game in store this evening for the Bulls. They're on the road again. They're up against the Oaks. And will it be the Oaks who get blown away by the Bulls this evening, or will they stand strong? Both of them coming off good results last week. The Bulls getting that 1-0 win at home to Faversham, the Lily Whites. For the Oaks, well, they nearly snuck past Sittingbourne until a 96th minute equaliser left that game at 3-3. So a lot to play for, and another chance for the Bulls to add points to their tally as they push for promotion places. They're 1 point outside the top 5. They have played a couple more games, but it's points that count, as we know. So tonight, it's 10 to go. Game 33 of this season in the league for the Jersey Bulls. And what a 10 it could be. Take 3 points tonight, and that will be 10 from 12 in February. Well, for the Bulls, they have got a full-strength squad. We expect the side to be in front of Van der Vliet, Giles, with Kere and Watling in the middle, and Johnny LeCain on the right. The midfield of Toby Ritzemer, Adam Trotter and Luke Watson, and a front three of Ray De Santos, Miguel Carvalho, and the big man, Lorne Bickley. For the home side, for the Oaks, a few changes from the side that were narrowly beaten 1-0 back in November at the home of football, Springfield Stadium, where the difference between the sides was a Fraser Barlow goal on 72. They have 5 of the original 11 from that day that started. A few have come in off the bench and a few have dropped onto the bench. Well, the captains are now in the middle. They're captained today, the Oaks, by Jordan Perrin. Of course, James Kere. And getting final instructions from the man in charge this evening, Mr. Kane Dempster. Well, not long away. A little bit of a delayed outcoming there of the assistants. Just a couple of minutes behind kickoff. But it's not going to be far away now. The home side with gold numbers on the back of their shirts. Well, we'll see whether all that's gold glitters tonight or not. Or will it be the Bulls who shine the brightest? Well, all the handshakes are done. The officials will get to their positions. It's going to be the Bulls in this first half, kicking from the left to the right. It will be Adam Trotter with the ball at his feet. Mr. Dempster just having a final check as he looks around. Looks like the Bulls are lining up this near side. Carvalho, Bickley and Ritzemer. Watches are checked. And we're underway. Early touch for Jay Giles, and he looks straight away for the height there of Bickley, but just a little bit short. And the Oaks clear. Early touch for John LeCain. Player of the match last week. 201st game today as the Oaks clear it. Watson with a touch and then hooked back by Trotter, and a chance maybe to try and sneak in here for De Santos, who gets there into the box. Can he finish it? Well, in the end, it's a really good challenge coming in from Diamond. Just does enough to put De Santos off as Perrin comes to collect. But an early scare there for the Oaks. The Bulls just not quite able to capitalise. Playing across the back here. And then a touch in the middle there for Borders.
Do it again! Do it again!
Just slowly trying to work their way out here, trying to find a bit of space. Near side is Dickens, who's waiting for a ball, but good cover across by Bickley. Coming to collect there is Eruota. And then back to Jonah. Borders again. There's a short pass for Dickens. Straight onto it is Trotter, just putting a bit of pressure there on Borders. Felt Trotter breathing down his neck. Looks like he's their playmaker, the number 4. Trying to get out to the far side. Well, J. Giles doesn't quite clear it, but Toby Ritzimer is backing across and launching it long for the runner Cavallo, trying to sneak in there behind. But good coverage by Dickens. Well, looks like it's gone for the first corner of the evening. And a chance for the Bulls to put pressure on. Well, the Bulls at full strength this evening. They've got Carl Barlow, Kilshaw Sunley and Lekima Mati on the bench. So plenty of options. J. Giles will go across and take this first corner. Bulls didn't manage to get a sole low corner last time at Springfield. So already they're up in that department. And it comes from J. Giles, looking for the far post, looking for the header of Watling, who just gets under it. Hooked away, clear. Back and across comes Kerry. He's got to watch the bouncy ball. Got pressure coming in now. Good work again there by Dos Santos, who's come all the way back to help out. He's gone for a bit of a big up and under. Cavallo trying to get, looks like a handball there. Well, it looks like it comes off the arm of Jonah. Has the referee pointed to the penalty spot? Well, it looks like he has. And the Bulls get a chance here to take an early lead. Well, it did look like Diamant just caught the forearm, the right arm, and it looked pretty blatant. And it's going to be James Kerry to step up and give the Bulls a brilliant start if he can convert. He's been solid from there. Let's not talk that up too much, but James Kerry has an early chance here to give the Bulls the lead. Perrin and Kerry. Perrin trying to make himself big. James Kerry steps up. And he scores. Well, again, his placement is superb from the skipper. Perrin goes the right way, but the ball with the pace and the direction is past him and into the back of the net. And it is the Jersey Bulls who, inside 4 minutes from a handball from Taloup Jonah, have got the lead. Now, James Kerry is adding to his tally of goals this season. Has been Mr. Dependable from the penalty spot. Doesn't make a mistake again. Puts it past the keeper. And the Bulls with the first blow. The Oaks just been shook a little bit here. What will they do to bounce back? Again, they just look to go short here. Picked up again by Borders. Gets it back. No real obvious option here. The Bulls defending from the front again. Coming back there is Ibangbe, but he's not used, and it's into the middle there to Itama. Flicked on. Bulls throw in. And the Bulls couldn't have asked for a better start. To get a goal inside the first 4 minutes, to give them the early advantage. As well, looks like Bickley's being climbed all over there. Nothing doing. It's going to be a throw-in. Well, they look a little rattled, the Oaks. Borders again. Cavallo tracking across quickly to shut down Dickens. And there is Jonah, who conceded the penalty. Gets it back again. Borders brings it forward. And another sign the Bulls are defending well, covering all the options as Watson goes across now. Trying to find a little bit of space on that far side. Here come the Oaks again. Borders picks it up, little ball inside. Gets it back. Bickley gets in the way though. Flick forward there by Perez. And inside now from Erotor. Here come the Oaks. Chance maybe to try and get one back, but good defensive work by Watling, who clears. Well, again, very close to the hand there, not anywhere near the penalty area, but playing a dangerous game, Jonah. And then Johnny LeCain putting it out. And it'll be interesting to see how the Oaks do bounce back here. Itamba with the throw. LeCain with the header. Watson getting in there. Still with the ball, though. Oh, good skill. Shot coming in, blocked, though. Coming in there from Ibangbi. Still alive for the Oaks, who try and get it back and get it down, and they do with Perez. Perez out to that far side. Giles in a real battle there. Does really well. Has to track back into the box. Poked away there by Ritzema. Picked up now by Dickens. Well, he tries to run the ball through. There's no run there from Mafula. And it's through comfortably to Van der Vliet. On a pretty calm night here at the home of Sevenoaks, as Van der Vliet decides to go long. Back it comes again. Kane holding it up there. Strong from Ibangbi, gets a bit of a late challenge coming in from LeCain. Play on, says the referee. Ball's there at the feet of Sawyer. And Borders, who's seen a lot of the ball in this opening 8 minutes. So far, a lot of running, but not a lot of accuracy or finding the player as the Bulls try and counter here. Far side, De Santos stepping over. Going to take it on his own here. He's in a bit of a cul-de-sac, but it's Diamand who gets there and covered back well by Perez. De Santos takes it quickly, though, as Ritzema goes into that left-hand far side corner. Chance maybe for De Santos to launch one into the box. And the Bulls have got on the front foot and they're staying there. Here comes Watling. It will be a De Santos long bomb. Looking towards Watling, gets a nudge there. Hooked clear, but only as far as Watson, who just plays it back in. And Borders mopping up at the back. Trotter now, and stayed back, and the ball's bouncing around a little bit there, bouncing up towards his midriff. Van der Vliet trying to pick out Ritzema. Far side again, Perez. Ritzema battling with him. Diamand goes back to Sawyer. Jonah. A little bit of space to bring it forward. Balls, though, across the pitch, covering. As Ibangbi comes back again. Sawyer cuts out the middle, but doesn't find anyone at the end. Oh, big shout out to whoever's watching, wherever you are tonight, to the Blue Room, of course. Hope you're enjoying the start to this Friday night football. But so far, sees the Jersey Bulls with a goal lead. Oh, big challenge then again. Keeping his eye on it, though, was Jonah. Coming back is Ibangbi, but it's Trotter who's won the ball. He's played it in. Can Bickley get there? He does. Well, looks like it's come off Bickley. It has. Good bit of goalkeeping there from Perrin for the home side. Stayed big, stayed strong. Had to against Bickley. This is picked up again by Perez. Better play here by the Oaks. Nice play inside here. Watling struggling to get back. Mafula goes down. But to be fair to Kere, just held his ground. De Santos busy coming back. Ritzema again. The ball's just putting a foot on it. And De Vliet, well, he just lets it run behind him there. Just hearts in mouth moment. Regains the composure. And Kere launches it. Looking for the flick on now. Chance for Cavallio to get in behind. Ball bouncing a lot here on this surf. This is here comes Cavallio into the box this time. Squares it. Anyone arriving? Well, just gets behind Bickley. Coming forward again there is Giles, who's trying to keep the pressure on here. Borders pulls it away, though, to Ibangbi. Wants to get the Oaks on the front foot, but cut out by Ritzema now. Ibangbe having to cover back. Here comes Dos Santos. Just about keeps it in far side, but he plays it into touch. Well, it's fast-paced, that's for sure. And Perrin will just take a little bit of time. Still waiting for the Oaks to just string a few passes together here. It takes a few acorns, doesn't it, to make a big oak. And here is Borders again. Looking for this ball near side where Dickens is, but so is Bull's coverage. Again, Perez looking for that far right-hand side. Giles will get there. Diamand is forward. Watling covering and playing it clear for the Bulls. Trying to find a Santos, can't get there. Borders picks it up. What can he do? Oh, a lovely reverse pass. The flag is up far side. Mafula's gone offside too early. Nice idea, though, from the Oaks number 4, Borders. And of late again, straight down that left-hand channel. Cut out by Sawyer. Header there of Itauma. Now with Kere. Keeps it on the ground this time. Ritzema can run with it at feet. Ritzema tries the shot from distance. Well, it bounces in front of Perrin, who gets right behind it, making sure he doesn't spill it or it doesn't sneak under him. Again, that change of gear there from Toby Ritzema. The Oaks come again. It really is getting towards the business end of this season here. The Bulls have had probably some of the hardest games in the last few weeks, but often that brings the best out of sides, and it certainly has the Bulls with games against 3 of the top 5. Another long ball. Van der Vliet comes early. Quick reverse, quick shoot pass out there, more like a basketball pass. Tries to get the Bulls going early. Ibangbe just trying to make a nuisance of himself, but picked up again in the middle here. Slick passing by the Oaks. Just trying to find that killer ball. Defence splitting pass. As again, Perez having to come back and pick it up. With Jonah again. And Borders. Well, they're not put off, the Oaks, by the end. Still just trying to battle for a little bit of possession here. Borders doing well, keeping it alive. And here comes the Oaks again. Covered there. Ritzema steers it away, but it's only as far as Borders, who's really busy in the middle there. Now, chance for Dickens. Borders again. Well, kind of Ibangbe. He's got company there from McCain. He's got Cavalier back. Between them, they clear it, and Cavalier brings it away and trying to be a bit too clever there, trying to flick it over Dickens, and then flicks it out. Now with Borders, who is everywhere for the Oaks this evening, covering lots of ground. Perez now trying to get it out to the far side. Here comes Diamand. Diamand into the middle. Well, diving in there. Looks like it's Mafula. Doesn't get a touch on it. There's the threat from the Oaks as they break. Bulls just need to be mindful of that. Van der Vliet now. Clearing it long. Flicked on. Cavalier, nice play inside, just can't quite get it to come down, and Perrin is there. You can see again the ball's just looking for that flick on from Bickley, allowing Carvalho to try and get in behind Dickens. The ball short again. Jonah. Again, just a little bit short of options. Has to go back to Perrin. And that's, again, we'll say it, but it's the Bulls' defensive setup. Starting at the front. Borders again as the rain starts to fall heavily here. That's going to liven up this 3G pitch. Again with Jonah. Narrow ball to Dickens. Carvalho's back. Dickens will try and take the return pass, doesn't. It's cleared, and now a chance for Bickley. Well, will he try the shot first time? He's going to take it on. He squares it. Arriving there is De Santos. It's going to be a corner to the Bulls. It's Diamand who gets across for the Oaks. And it's corner number 2. And the rain is pelting down now. Ball's gone a bit flat. The game hasn't. As Jay Giles will take it again. And it comes, looking again, far post. Too much on that one. Watson can't get anywhere near it. Now we understand that there's viewers from the Riviera of England, known as Portchester, so thanks for watching this evening. As the Bulls go in search of the playoffs with this Friday night football. As the Oaks just trying to consolidate a little bit here. As the rain falls, doesn't help the direction of the pass. And when it does rain on these surfaces, it makes it a little bit lively, a little bit fun. See those sliding tackles coming in. Bit of a nightmare for goalkeepers, but Bulls just trapped a little bit now in their own half. Across goes Itauma to take. Short ball for Diamand. Back it goes for Sawyer. It's better, they're stringing a few passes here together now, the Oaks. And the Bulls keeping shape. Jonah again. And Sawyer just asking some questions of his midfield and his front line, just to give him some options. But it's route one again. Look here, oh, Dickens does really well. Good chest, brings it down. Good skill from the left back now. Bit of a heavy touch there from Ibangbi. And then dispossessed. And back it goes to Sawyer. Well, it's going to be slow. And the Oaks just looking still to carve something out. Again, well, slipped there by Jay Giles, but maybe just caught in the challenge. Sawyer again. Bickley will press him. Oh. Rain falls even more. But it won't dampen the spirits. Not tonight. As Jonah walks it out. Good play though. Decent ball this time. Now a chance maybe to break the line. Here's Mafula. Mafula going to take it into the box. Just holding it at the edge there. Tracked back by Carvalho. Dickens again. Tries to get the crossing. Carvalho on him though. Won't stop. Borders. Bulls holding the line. Good play by Ritzimer's nicked it off. Chance maybe for the counter here. Ritzimer will run to that far side. Well, he goes for it from distance as he's under pressure there from Jonah. Dickens flicks it back in. And it just seems at the moment that every time that the Oaks start to play the ball forward, the Bulls look to sneak it off them and counter. And maybe that, again, is the plan this evening. Often that's the way they play, just defensively stay tight, stay compact, and hit them on the counter with that punch. Oh, sliding in there is Watson, hurdling him to beat Ibangbi. Now Trotter, nice ball inside, nice touch on, trying to get in Carvalho, but Dickens has done well. He's looked really assured there, but he's under pressure this time now from Carvalho. And then Jonah goes back. And the pitch has definitely livened it up with the dew that's falling on it, the rain as it sits on the surface. Oh, the Santos, what play from him. He's kept it under control. He's got Diamand, who's not to be fooled this time. Puts in a good tackle. Could easily have been caught there. It's going to be Dos Santos. How much grip can he get on this ball? In it comes, looking for the flick on, in the middle it goes, can't get it through to Bickley, the ball's still alive, Watling trying to battle for it, back and across it comes, Carvalho jumps, shot comes in, shot followed up, well in the end it's fallen into the arms of Perrin, who does really well as the ball is going ricocheting across the area. And they come away with it, the Oaks. Borders again, can they get something going quickly as the Bulls try to retreat, but back in position, disciplined as ever. Now, Sawyer just, again, looking for options. Well, also perhaps for Andy Lane, who'll be looking for options as well as in the club room today. Happy retirement. Have to think what you'll do next. Maybe come and join us in the commentary. But for now, enjoy your retirement. Ball out far side, lovely little reverse pass. Diamanda's gone forward, holding it up. Battle on that far side. It's Dos Santos who's back, helping out Jay Giles, and that's a feature we've seen the last few weeks, more so with that cover from Dos Santos and Jay Giles on that left-hand side, and Carvalho helping out Johnny Lacane on the right. And that's the cohesion of this squad, the way they're drilled by Elliot Powell, who the Bulls can go on and win this game tonight. You'd have to think it's got a real chance of becoming back-to-back manager of the month for January and February. Long way still to go as Ritzimer heads it clear. Claims of a handball there, nothing doing. Mr. Dempster says play on. It's back again with Diamand, who looks to switch it to this near side, but he overcooks it. Well, they're trying to get things going here, the Oaks. There's no doubt about that. It's been better from them since they conceded early on. Those last 20 minutes, they've just been working their way slowly back into this game. And the Bulls getting a few half chances, but nothing really to test Perrin. There's been one shot since the goal. There's Watson. Gives it to Lacane, who goes long. Solid header there from Bickley, trying to get Carvalho in, but he's going to be out jumped there by Sawyer. All bouncing around in the middle. Perez on that far side, looking to get the ball to Hiroota. It goes through to Van der Vliet. Well, 25 minutes have whizzed by in this first half. It's still Sevenoaks Town 0, Jersey Bulls 1. The penalty from James Kerry on 4 minutes. And other than that, not really seen much to do. Yeah, put through their paces as the battle is in that middle portion of the pitch. Here comes Borders again. That far side, Diamand. It's been broken up again. This time Ritzema trying to get Bickley into that corner. Goes across. Sawyer gets there first. It's always that counter that the Bulls look to make hay. Jay Giles with the throw. 1-2 with Watson. And Watling goes home to Van der Vliet. Good header again. Little reverse ball there from Urator. Should say Erator. Gets it back and goes back to Sawyer. Well, the Bulls won't mind that. They're keeping the Oaks facing in the wrong direction here, facing towards their own goal. As Borders has it. Touch from Erator. The Bulls have it back with Ritzema. First time, has a little look up, trying to get Cavallio in. Oh, good play by Trotter. Sticks there, tight to Itama. Now Trotter again. Good play from him, just skipping away from the challenge of Ibangbi. Watson again. Telegraphed that too easily. Was never going to find Cavallio. Ibangbi picks it up now. Chance to come forward with Eruator through the middle, looking for Mafula. Mafula won't fool Watling though. And now the Bulls look again to break. Trotter flicks it on. Jonah gets there first. And it's quick play back out onto that far right-hand side. And they've got plenty of bottle here, this Oaks side. Still trying to find their way back in here, but they're not rattled. A bit of a heavy touch now. Bickley, can he get the ball out to that far side? He can. It's DeSantos. Bickley needs to get the run on. Someone needs to go through the middle. DeSantos into the box. Still going. Bickley arriving on the outside. DeSantos trying to find a way through. Maybe just a little bit too much traffic there. Will be a Bulls throw. As we see again, here comes Watling. He's added that certainly to his armoury. Ray DeSantos, this long throw. Can he make use of it? Watling flicks it on, near post, shot comes in by Bickley, blocked, shot again. Well, that's not far round the post. It's taken a deflection. Bickley spinning and turning quickly. Takes the shot, and there's deflection off. It could have been any of the numbers of defenders in the way of it. But it's another corner for the Bulls. And it will be Jay Giles again to take. Just coming up to half an hour played in this first half. Still the Bulls with that goal lead. Jay Giles goes far post again. This time, just about to land on Watling's head, but there's a flick on it, and it's the corner on the other side. Might well have been Sawyer there, just getting ahead of it. Jay Giles won't make the trip from one side to the other. He'll leave it to DeSantos. Watling stays forward. Watson as well. Johnny LeCain in the mix. Ritzema. They're all queuing up here. Watson peels off towards the back post. And it comes looking, well, it's nearly under the crossbar and in, but it's punched away by Perrin. Cavallio picks it up, trying to skip away here from Perez. Back it comes, headed down. Well, it was cushioned really well to the feet of Bickley. He just can't wrap his foot round it. And a chance to counter here. The Bulls are having to get back in numbers. They're under pressure. Watson running back. LeCain too. Still going is Mafula. Mafula with the shot. Hits the side netting. Goal kick. Well, the pace that the Oaks break with there. Mafula in particular just can't find the target. The Bulls scampering to get back. And from one end to the other. Santos nearly getting one to sneak under the crossbar from the corner. Cavalier quickly turns and gets the afterburners on, going through the middle. Cavalier looking for the ball to Bickley, finds Bickley. Can he get the shot off? The angle is tight. Across is Sawyer. Well, there's no shortage of entertainment coming. The quick play. Just not quite seeing enough testing for Perrin at this stage from the Bulls' point of view, and equally for the Oaks. Van der Vliet not yet having to get his shorts dirty. Here comes the long one from Johnny LeCain. Watling can't control it near post. He wants to flick on, there wasn't just enough in it. A goal kick. What can the Oaks do before the break? Still plenty of time in this first half to get back on an even keel. Perez looks to launch it out to that far right-hand side. Now Borders again. Has Perez, but decides, well, he does use him in the end. Little flick over the top from Perez. Back comes Watson, who gets there ahead of Diamand. And then Watson doing well. Goal kick. There's plenty for the Oaks to certainly take comfort from, that they're not far away. It's not yet getting the passes. Header there. Kane into that midfield roll, rolls it through to the feet of Ritzimer. Shot comes in from distance. Well, it's spilled and Cavalier follows it up. Well, it's going to be a corner. It is. Well, a really good save in the end by Perrin. It was that ball that just bounces in front of the keeper that causes him a problem. Cavalier nips in, but Perrin recovers quickly. And the Bulls end up with their fifth corner of this first half. Jay Giles again. Near post, flicked away, but edge of the, not even out the box in this case. In it comes again, hooked clear this time. Well, a nice ball in for Cavalier again. He's just got a little bit of room, but he's shut down by Borders. Bulls throw. LeCain, up he comes again. And the referee just making sure John LeCain in the right place. Here it comes. It's flicked on this time. Edge of the box. Watson, chance to break here though for the Oaks. Mafula again. Well, he's got a bit of space ahead of him. Bombing back is LeCain. Mafula runs into Kere, who just holds his ground again. Does really well, the skipper. But the Oaks still have it. Borders is there. Now Dickens. Inside to Perez. Closed down by Trotter. Back it goes to Jonah. Well, the Bulls don't give them any time to dwell on it. Inside again with Borders. Trying to play it through. Nice bit of play in, interlink there. It cut out again. And then Ritzimer and Trotter getting in each other's way. But it was Eruator who does well and puts the pressure on. And Watling can't go that way, so he has to turn into trouble. It will be Perez with the throw. Well, they still just keep nudging the Bulls here, the Oaks. Another long throw coming. This time the Oaks looking at that near post, cleared by Bickley, whose back ball comes in across. Well, was it a shot? Wasn't particularly on target. And Fleet will just amble across. First 36 minutes with just under 10 to go in this first half, and it's, other than the goal, not a lot you'd say between these two sides. Pretty even. Bulls maybe just edging it on possession, but there's not a lot in it, and the stats would probably say that it was pretty much even Stevens. As the Kane lets it go. Looking for an option down the line here. Flicked on by Bickley. Cavalier again. Cavalier caught though. Back of that right knee. Kane again. Waddling into the feet of Ritzimer, who's trying to shake off the challenge. Carey clears. Oh, nearly turns out to be an unbelievable ball for Cavalier, but Dickens does well. Picked up again by Itama. And Borders back, clearing the lines. Slowly. Just looking to see if the Bulls will blink. Sawyer again. Now Borders were overrunning it slightly, but manages to keep hold of it until it's nicked off him, and now Dos Santos does well. Oh, and turns inside. Dos Santos being pulled back there, right in front of the referee. Well, it was pretty obvious. Adam Trotter's got across. Dos Santos was in full flow, and he was stopped by Perez as the camera just gets a little bit of a moisture clearance. The old magic air. And it will be Dos Santos with the free kick that he won. Now, edge of the box, this will be and it comes, flick down. Well, Watson gets there, he directs his header. He's trying to find Ritzimer, who doesn't really gamble there. Just a little bit of a wasted chance there, just a half a chance, but Bulls can't make it happen this time. Again, it's with Sawyer and now Jonah. Itama comes to pick it up, switching it far side. Looking for Diamand, who's well forward, but it's picked up by Dos Santos, and now Trotter. Pressure from Ibangbi. Now Kane. Trotter hits it in the back of Ibangbi, and Santos is then dispossessed, and the battle there as Cavalier intercepts well. He's going to try and take it on himself. He is. There's a little touch there, though, from Jonah. He looks full of running this evening. Miguel Cavalier. Balls maybe just a little bit narrow at times, getting too close to each other. Being able to find that pass. And again, another big up and under, which Bickley gets down, but he can't control it enough to get it off to a Bulls player. Here comes Diamand. Goes for the 1-2. Diamand now into the box. He squares it, but Watling is there. And the Bulls bring it down, and maybe a little bit of a chance here again with Trotter trying to Bring it out, he does. He's found Cavallio. Trotter continues his run. Cavallio continues to cut inside. Here comes Cavallio. Cavallio goes for goal. Well, again, he bounces in front of Perrin. It's straight down the throat of the keeper, to be fair. Shouldn't really have any problem with that, and doesn't. And maybe the Bulls, again, could have just done a little bit better. Cavallio maybe gone for the corner. But again, bright signs for the Bulls, as the counter is the most productive weapon they seem to have in the armoury this evening. Back again with Sawyer. Borders. Now, a little bit closed for him at the moment. Tries a reverse pass on that far side. Finds Eurotour. Oh, still going. And down goes Ritzema, caught by Bierman. Nothing doing, says the referee. Quick throw in taken. Borders again. Trotter busy. Eurotour flicks it on. Bierman now has it. Now Jonah. Borders again. Perez. Looking again on that far side where Eurotour is. Borders again. Ball's played forward. And it's, again, just missing that final pass. As Mafula makes Van der Vliet pick it up. Van der Vliet decides to kick it long again. Ritzema battling there with Sawyer. Sawyer winning. Now a chance. Can they create something here, the Oaks, coming down that right-hand side. Still going. Whipped in towards the 6-yard box. Cleared. Cavallio gets a touch. Bickley's there. He does well to just find Lacane. Down the line it goes. Cavallio will chase. Dickens will keep his eye on it. Back it goes to Perrin. Last minute of this first half coming up. Watson and Giles. Well, Cavallio continues, but the flag has gone up. A little bit delayed from the referee there, blowing the whistle. I can't imagine there'll be too much time added on in this first half. Not with much stoppages. As they try, the Oaks, to find the equaliser before the half-time whistle. Bulls just continue to hold their shape. Jonah again. Borders. Goes to that far side. Good skill there by Diamand. Brings it down. Cheswick crosses it first time, but again, he hasn't got either anybody there or the range of pass that he needs. Well, we're into the added seconds. There'll be, I think, maybe a minute tops in this first half. It's not been that electric in the last probably 10 or so minutes, as both sides battling to keep possession. And it's just gone perhaps a little bit scrappy at times. As Borders picks it up again to Perez. Looking for that ball to Diamand, who's staying forward on that right-hand side. Does well. The Oaks keep possession. Oh, Borders has done well. He skipped past Trotter there, just dropped the shoulder. Better from the Oaks now. And then the final ball doesn't reach the target. And that's it for the first half. Just under a minute added by Mr. Dempster. And first half, the Bulls took the lead with the handball conceded by Jonah in the first 4 minutes. James Kerry stepped up from the passed it nicely into the bottom corner past the outstretched right arm of Perrin. And that was it, really, for the first half. It's a first half that finishes Sevenoaks Town 0, Jersey Bulls 1. Enjoy the half-time break. We'll be back after. Well, the players are out. The second half is nearly on us. And let's see if the second half will just be a little bit more lively and a little bit more full of attacking football and perhaps a few more goals than we saw in the first half. Well, it's the Oaks who are going to have to chase the game. The Bulls will be happy with a 1-0. It will be 3 points. It will be 10 from 12. And it will be an undefeated February. But they will want to get a second, you'd think, maybe a third, just to make sure of all three this evening. Well, it will be the Oaks to do the honours in this second half. And a chance for them to get us going. Well, everyone a little bit slow to get the second half going as they were the first. But we're going to be ready any second now. And for the second time, we're underway. Long ball on that far side again, looking for the run of Dickens, and Van der Beek gets an early touch. Releases Watling. Quickly coming across there is Eruota. But the Bulls have it with Dos Santos, who runs into a little bit of trouble, and a chance made for the Oaks, but the pass is a little bit loose, but it's found its way through by Eruota. Kerry with the header. Watson. Now Ritzema. But Diamand is quickly there. And back it goes for Perrin. Lots of things to talk about the first half in terms of defensive work by both sides. The Oaks trying to unlock the Bulls, but coming up against a pretty resolute defensive unit. And it looks like we may see some of that again in this second half as Borders, who was lively but without much success, tries to get it going, and then the long ball through. Only as far as Van der Vliet. Well, for those watching in the Blue Room, we hope you've kept the bar steward busy during the half-time break. And you're ready for this second half, which is yet to quite really get going. Slowly again, it's Borders. Trying to find something to inspire his side as Trotter gets in there for the Bulls. And now Dos Santos, who tries to release Bickley, but it's fallen to Diamand now down this right-hand side. Back comes Dos Santos. Giles watches it carefully, picks it up now, tries to get going himself. Inside quickly, it goes to Trotter. Back to Giles. Continues his run. Now to Bickley, who's hugging the touchline. Plays it inside with Trotter. Trotter has a little look up. Here comes Dos Santos. One step, skips away. Shot comes from distance. Never going to trouble Perrin. And just enough done by Mafula to put off Dos Santos. Well, better from the Bulls. A little bit more sprightly than they were, perhaps, towards the end of the first half. The rain falls again. The first half that saw the Bulls amass 5 corners. But not able to really deliver one onto any Bulls' heads. Borders again. And slowly they look to go far side. Picked up by Bangby. The Bulls doing what they do. Just staying solid. Giles there cuts it out. Now Dos Santos. Can he get a bit of space to run? Diamand is back quickly. Watson. Ritzema. Dos Santos again. Nice little bit of a touch inside to Watson. Now Dos Santos. Quickly ball through to Trotter. Trotter tries to find Bickley. Bickley runs into a little bit of trouble there, and a chance to break here. Bickley does well, though, in the challenge. Uses his strength. And again, Eruota just putting some pressure on, but Giles can have a little look up. Look for the run of Bickley. Sawyer is there. Borders 2. And then Ritzema just caught, is he? And he goes down. Diamand maybe just a flailing elbow. Ritzema taking one on the chin. Ritzema's okay. Just dazed perhaps for a second or two there. As the light shines brightly from the floodlights. Maybe just for a second, the lights went out for Toby Ritzema. But he's back, full power, charged up and ready. Perez. Still, they find themselves in their own half here. And Sawyer for the Oaks now. Hirota. I feel it's going to take something from someone maybe like Borders to create, or Mafula with a run. Again, Borders beckoning on someone from the Oak side as it goes far side, but it's cut out. And now a chance for Hirota. Cut out nicely in the middle there by LeCain, and Watson is back, who just steps away. Watling puts the right boot through it. Jonah with the header. Now Ritzema tripping on the ball there. Now Mel, wow, short pass, but Kere steps up, and then Dos Santos tracking back with Diamand, but Giles gets a little deft touch on that one. Watling and Watson. And again, Borders, and the pass is not where it was meant to go. Perez trying to find a little bit of space to get away from Trotter. Dos Santos helping out. Ritzema as well, but it's broken now. Chance maybe, but again, there's no final ball that's got any real purpose or any real direction. And Diamand has to watch it go out. Well, one thing to say about the first and this second half so far, it's a little bit tight in terms of the play. The balls are really good normally at switching it left to right, pulling the side across the pitch, the opposition. Just not quite happening yet. It's a bit narrow. Maybe trying to get Cavalier going now on that far side, as he's just maybe tugged from behind there by Bangby. And it's an Oaks throw. Borders again. Diamand. Borders has a look up, but sees a wall of red shirts. Ritzema there, challenging Diamand. And now Dickens. Better from the Oaks, but Kere steps in at the right time. Ritzema now. Into Dos Santos. Can he take it on his own? He's going to go inside. He's still going. Gets a little bit of a nudge there from Diamand, just enough to put him off. Stepping up is Watson. Ritzema can't get there first. Good play by Hirota. And again, Mafula through the middle, but the ball doesn't get there. It gets ahead of him. Kere. Well, he's played it into a bit of trouble there. Unusual for the skipper. But again, recovers quickly. Oh, down this time is Cavalier, caught by Dickens. The referee not yet to show a card. Looks like Cavalier's caught on the foot. He's going to get up. He's going to shake it off. And it is the first caution of the evening to the Oaks left back, Charlie Dickens. Well, the ref's been pretty good. He's let things go, but felt that that was perhaps a step too far. And the first change of the evening, it looks like we're going to see the withdrawal of Hansen Itama and the introduction of Daniel Duncanson. So Duncanson will be on wearing 15 for the Oaks. So the first of their possible 5 substitutes. And Duncanson into the fray. I saw him with a big piece of Bickley's shirt, but play on. Duncanson with a very early touch. Trotter already showing him that he's there. And then back to Giles. Oh, a lovely ball there. Can Dos Santos get there? He can keep it in. Can he take on Diamand? He does. He whips it across the face. The shot comes in. Well, it's Trotter who arrives. He can't really get anything on it. He can't get any direction. And in the end, it's harmless and it trickles wide. And the Bulls, of course, have got subs of their own, should they need to. As the Oaks come again. The final ball is still wanting. Ritzema now has a bit of space to turn, to look up, to find DeSantis, who's also got a bit of space, and Giles making a rare foray forward down that left-hand side. Just allowing, though, the Oaks to get back here. But the Bulls to just spread it around a little bit more, trying to open the game a little bit as well. Underbeat looking for Cavallio, picked up, though, by LeCain. First time towards Bickley. Reverse pass of Ritzema, can't quite get it through. Jonah in the way. And now LeCain. Watson. Nice touch from Trotter. Oh, LeCain dispossessed this time. Agbangbi. And then Kere mopping up. And it's teetering on the edge of something happening, some ball finding an open player with a bit of space to test either keeper, but it's just not quite yet there. Cavallio. Picked up again by Diamand this time. And now Arotor. Back to Diamand. Cutting inside. Now a chance for Perez, but tackled by Watling, and then Watson helping out. And then the Bulls try and break here, but the ball's a bit heavy. Helping out again is Diamand. Ritzema is caught perhaps in that challenge. Oh, good ball from Duncanson, but Watling is quickly there. And now the Bulls with Giles, who tries to step over it, but Diamand reads it like a book. Goes to the return. Touch, though, and a heavy touch. The Bulls kept it in. No, it's a corner. It's the first one. And it looks like it is. Yeah, the referee has signalled. It's the first one of the evening for the Oaks. Looks like Borders will go and pick up the ball, place it on the corner spot and deliver one in. And we've not seen yet anything from the corner, because we haven't yet had one for the Oaks. For the chance now, well, there's a little bit of argy-bargy as Kere goes down. Just caught perhaps by Sawyer there. James Kere placating it. Looks like it might be a harmless coming together there. Keep an eye on that one. Nice Borders does deliver it. Flicked away, edge of the box. Shot will come in. Well, it isn't that far wide. It isn't that close either. Well, Perez lets loose, but doesn't test Van der Vliet. It's bitty is as good a description, perhaps, as you'll get this evening. It's not flowing, really, for either side. And you'd think for the Bulls, they just want to find that extra goal, just to cushion their lead. The Oaks always still in it at 1-0. As Trotter trying to keep something going, you have to turn and twist. And now Cavallio and Trotter again, and good coverage by the Oaks. Chance, though, well, Bulls have stepped up. They keep the ball as well. Trotter battling hard with Borders, who's won it. And this near side. And again, it's not with the Oaks for long. It's not with the Bulls for long either. Watson jumping to Santos. Can he make something happen here? Plays it forward. Nobody there. Just Sawyer for the home team. Touch there for Duncanson. And Jonah and Sawyer. And Borders again. Staying in his own half. Not crossing the line. And the Bulls at times just marshalling it here, just holding position. Borders comes to this near side. Good skill there by Diamand, but quickly across and back to help out is Dos Santos. Throw in though for Sevenoaks. As we come up to the hour mark. Still Sevenoaks Town 0, Jersey Bulls 1. And that's what separates the two sides. And here comes Jonah. He will try and launch one, just trying to get that ball as dry as possible. Long throw from him, looking near, flicked on by Sawyer. Cleared by Giles, and then a bit of an up and under. The Oaks have it back now with Duncanson. Switching it to Perez. Perez back to this right-hand side. Asking too much again. It will be a Bulls ball as Borders too close this time to the sideline, and another substitution. And it looks like it's Dos Santos who's going to be replaced by Sunley. You think that'll be a like for like. Sunley just going to drop in on this left-hand side, and whether Dos Santos has just picked something up or that's just a precaution or just a chance to give him a bit of a rest. And James Sunley is more than able, the creator of the goal that Dos Santos finished against Faversham last Saturday. And Dos Santos takes his time and gets half an hour off from the gaffer. As Bickley battles still with Sawyer, and now Trotter. And Trotter battling hard to keep possession again. Bickley does well, turns, creates a bit of space, finds Carvalho. Carvalho has Dickens ahead of him. Carvalho now will just run at him. We'll try and go past him. Carvalho puts on the pace. In it comes into the middle. Good interception there. Look like again it's Jonah. McCain just catching Perez. And a free kick. And you feel that's where the Bulls will get their next opportunity. The breakaway, the counter, as we've seen time and time again. It's the option, it's the go-to. As is Borders for the Oaks. Perez again. Diamand. Near side. Bangby. Borders. Tries that ball over the top. Flag is up. Watling was there. And again, just looks Mafula has just stepped ahead of the Bulls line. And the free kick follows. Well, it should be the last evening game for the Bulls this season, depending, of course, how the season progresses. There will be a game on the Easter weekend. And this will probably be the last Friday night football of the regular season, as Kere looking again for Carvalho. Trotter winning it, Carvalho getting it. Will take it on again, just trying to find a way. He's done well again. It's hit, well, claims of another handball. This time it's outside the box. It's Dickens in the way. It's a corner for the Bulls. And as it stands, the Bulls have crept into the playoff places. Of course, it's games ahead, but it's points on the board. And there's some mouth-watering battles for those in and around the Bulls. And most of the top sides having to play each other before the season is out. Giles with the corner, though. Here it comes. Near post, swing it in. Punched away by Perrin. Shot from distance. What a save by the keeper. Well, Sunley absolutely wrapped his foot round that one. It was going in. There's no question about it. Sunley, through a crowd of players, somehow Perrin sees it and tips it over the crossbar. What a save. What a strike. Corner. James Sunley just arriving at the right time again. Another chance from the corner. Jay Giles again going deeper this time, looking for the header from Watling. Back it comes. Cleared. Sunley again. Watling should be on, is he? Oh, play on, there's nothing doing, so Watling keeps himself onside, but it may be a chance of a break here as Kerry comes across, uses his knee really well there. Eye on the ball. Now Watson. Ball's keeping players forward. Inside to Bickley. Ritzema tries to skip past Diamand, but Diamand is up to it. Bulls get the throw in. Oh, that would have been some goal from Sunley had that have got past Perrin. He did exceptionally well through that crowded penalty area to see that and to save it. Now another big up and under here. Watling will just come across. Should deal with that. Back it goes to Van der Vliet. Now 25 minutes still to go in this game. As Van der Vliet clips it forward, looking again. This time for Ritzema. Suddenly trying to get on control of it. Watson just stepping in. Now again, the Oaks go to that far side, looking again for Ibangbi. Trying to find a little bit of space, trying to create something. Johnny looking, well, there was definitely a hand to the face there from Ibangbi. No need for that. Right in front of the referee. You'd think he'd do something about that. Oh, in the end, just lets it go. Surely looked like a hand into the face of Johnny LeCain, but the referee says, play on. As the ball bounces around and Watson has to do the defensive work, clears it. There's time now with the pressure coming a little bit more from the Oaks, who still yet to create anything to test Van der Vliet, but they still keep trying to find a way. Another long ball right up there, flicked on this time by Bickley, but towards his own goal. Van der Vliet should get there, punches it, edge of the box, back it comes, flicked away by the head of Kere. Oh, good play by Diamand. Gets away from Giles, can't get away from Ritzema. Well, he's been there, probably most solid, most creative. Borders has tried, but Diamand, you always think when he's on it, looks really hard to get off the ball. He's good in the challenge. He's won the corner. Borders again. Oh, clears all the heads in and around the penalty spot. Cavallo just getting onto Duncanson. And does enough to force it all the way back. Perrin now up towards the halfway line. The keeper's come a long way from home. Kere with the header, keeps it in as well. In fact, it's Johnny LeCain who gets the final touch. And another long throw from Jonah, about to be launched. Still they have it, the Oaks, but backpedaling they are. Duncanson. Keeping hold of it again. Ball's closing down the space. Trotter just nipping there at the heels. Oh, good play, but Agbangbi now into Borders and now back to Borders, but it's cut out by Sunley. He's going to look to counter here, but quickly they close down. Mafula getting back. And Jonah cutting it out. Trotter's trying to close off the option. But back it goes. Sawyer. Borders again. Perez. Oh, trying to again find that ball, but it doesn't reach his target. And Bickley is closed down quickly by Jonah, and then Trotter gets it back, but the referee says not fairly, as Borders is fouled. And again, this time on the near side by Eroota. He's shown the inside track. And again, it's just been lacking for the Oaks this evening. That final ball, that link up, it's just not happened. They haven't found the pass, they haven't found the pace that they need. And again, Van der Beek can just watch it roll out. Bickley jumps. And again, a little bit fractious there, Sawyer and Bickley. That's been a bit of a tussle this evening. Oh, good play. Oh, but really well won back there. Again by Agbangbi. And now Borders again. Diamand. Still stringing the passes together, the Oaks, though. Still full of running. And now switching it. Bulls cover it off. And out it goes. And it looks like there's going to be a change coming. Looks like it may well be James Carr getting ready as the ball comes back. And it's got too much on it. And Eroota can't get there. Elliot Powell going to make the second change of the evening. Yep. The assistant on this near side has raised the flag. And it's James Carr, and it will be Toby Ritzimer. So similarly with the substitution, you'd expect Carr will just slot into the left side. Toby Ritzimer has had his Friday night fun. And James Carr has got about 20 minutes in fact, to have his impact on this game. Joe Giles flicked on by Sunley. First touch for Carr, tries to keep hold of it, gets put onto the floor by Diamand, but play on. Throw-ins taken. Perez. Diamand again. And Borders. Trying to escape the tracking Carr. Duncanson. Now Sawyer. Has it again. Duncanson. Now Borders. To Dickens. Now tries a reverse pass, but it's cut out there by Johnny LeCain, who gets caught in the challenge. This time Borders just stepping in as LeCain tries to clear. He's gone down. It's caught in the knee area. Should be okay. We've still got 3 to use off the bench. Joe Kilshaw. Francis Lecky-Mamati is there as well. And Fraser Barlow, the bundle himself. Well, you think that might see the rest of the bench at some point in this last 18 or so minutes. Well, here they come, the Oaks, but Kerry is there, and then Trotter is trying to get back to help out. He's done really well, and he's covered off the run of Mafula, and then Mafula takes Trotter down. And again, the referee's on hand. He's been in good position as Mr. Dempster. He shows Mafula a yellow card. And Trotter will just have to dust himself off, pick himself up, and carry on. And James Carey is going to cross the referee. And whether John LeCain is fully recovered, he seems to be down as well. Few of the Oaks taking on some water. Well, there's been plenty of rain this evening, but we're going to see the introduction of the man for the moment, the one who scores goals, the crucial goals, the important goals. And it will be Fraser Barlow, ready and willing to get on any moment now. Still a little bit of treatment. So it is Johnny LeCain who's just getting the magic spray. He's back up. And we'll see if the substitution is made. Referee just calling Van der Vliet and Kerry together. And that will add some time. Van der Vliet throws the ball out nonchalantly. Gets a few more. No. Nice try. Didn't quite come off. And Van der Vliet finds himself further back than he was when he started. But it gives a chance for the change. Fraser Barlow is going to come on. It looks like Johnny LeCain hasn't shaken off that knock. So it'll be interesting to see what the reorganisation looks like at the back, whether the Bulls will just stick with the three. As Bickley battles again. Well, Barlow's gone into a midfield role. And the Bulls don't need to play the four at the back. They've got only one as they try and go the other end with Bickley, and now Trotter trying to keep hold of it. He does. Carvalho a little bit pinned in there by three blue shirts. In it comes. Cleared by Sawyer. Only as far as Trotter. Sunley again. Keeps the ball. Can't find Carvalho, but Sunley's been lively since he came on. Still time for the Oaks. Back with Sawyer. Borders again. Barlow's on this left-hand side now. This is picked up by Perez. But his ball again for Dickens is just too hot to handle. Carey. Bickley flicks it on. No, Bickley tries to get it again, but can't. Watling with the header, handball's claimed, shouts aground, but nothing given. And Trotter doing well, battling hard. He has been all evening. Sawyer goes long, looks for the run. His car gets back. So it looks like that what the Bulls have done here is Carr's gone into a left-back position. Jay Giles has gone into the back four on that left side with Kere switching into right-back. So Giles operating, by the looks of it, for this last few minutes of the second half, dozen or so, as a left centre-back. We've seen him there already this season. Flicked on by Barlow, looking for Bickley. Suddenly jumps well. Now Trotter. Ball through the middle. Suddenly flicks it on. Well, trying again to do what he did last week, where he flicked it on to Bickley. This time trying to find Barlow, but not quite the same outcome. And again, working hard, Ibangby. And Borders. The Oaks not done yet. Well, a chance now, Mafula. Solid challenge coming in, though, from Jay Giles. Well, the Bulls have done well again to resist the Oaks charge. And it will be Van der Vliet in no hurry. Bickley again is the target. Barlow has got it, trying to get round Diamand. It's been so hard to shake off the ball this evening. As the ball stayed in just about. Charles can have a little look round and back to Van der Vliet. Well, good skills from the big man. Have to be careful there. Sawyer chests it down. Back it goes again with Jonah. Last 10 minutes here now this evening. 10 minutes between the Bulls and 3 points. Sawyer again. Well, having to go home as Bickley just putting enough on him. Bickley putting in another good shift this evening. And Carey, well, he somehow found Cavallio, but quickly across is Jonah. And the Bulls now happy to let seconds tick away. James Carey will come forward. Neither of the long ball throw-in specialists are on the field now, McCain and Dos Santos. So the Bulls will go back to the old-fashioned, keep it short. As Trotter gets down and gets the ball in, what he's trying to play that into the 6-yard line. It's gone into the arms of Perrin at the near post. He quickly tries to release it. And Watling does really well there. Gets a little bit of luck, but he's made it. Putting his head in there. Trotter doing well again, still battling. Certainly trying to find another way through and is seeing much more of the ball in this second half. He's going in search of it. Bulls with the throw-in. Carey again. Looking for the Bickley flick, looking to find it, but Carr is in there now. Sawyer comes, Carr again. Suddenly flicks it over. Diamand is there. Giles brings it down nicely to Carr. He's got Barlow ahead of him. He's going to take it on his own. Carr has a little look up into the box. Doesn't get it through to Bickley. Cavallio's picked it up. Bulls just keep hold of possession. Watling again. Carey far side. Well, again, there's nobody there. Now with Jonah. And Borders. To Perez. Oh, good play there, but fouled. And upended rather than bundled there is Barlow. As Watson decides not to take it. Just from inside his own half. Jay Giles. Far side it is for Bickley, who just gets a touch on it. Again, it falls when he's not really expecting it. Foul has been given. Nobody seems to be impressed by that, particularly on the Bulls' side, but here come the Oaks with Borders again. Bickley still running, still working hard. Jonah again. Borders down that left-hand side, cut out by Carey. Sliding in to make the second challenge, does really well. Trotter. Trotter's trying to get it forward to Sunley, who's been busy Should be a Bulls ball. Is a Bulls ball. Well, not too much more in terms of activity on that far side, on that Bulls bench. As we tick towards the last 5 minutes. That is of normal time, with some, no doubt, to be added. As Dickens manages to get there. And then the ball goes back and out. And the scrappiness continues. Perez again. Looking again for the run. But he can't find the pass. And that is the story of the Sevenoaks play this evening. They just haven't quite found that killer ball, that slick pass. It's just eluded them for most of the evening. Bulls haven't been able to do too much themselves either, but spectacle of football, not really this evening. Just more of a battle again, trying to keep possession, trying to find a way, trying to find a pass. And you see that at this level. Not a lot between most of the sides. There are a few exceptions, of course. As Mafola again, just trying to get away from Kere. Back is Cavallio. Mafola again, in it comes. Well, suddenly just hacks it away. Happy to see it go out. Diamand quickly takes Sawyer now. Diamand again. Into Duncanson. Sawyer. Now Jonah. Well, it looks like there is a change coming. It looks like it is Francis Lekimamati. As the ball goes long again, the run is there. Like Bambi trying to skip past Watling, who's done well, and he's helped out by Watson. Now, cool Luke Watson there, just using his years of experience to just diffuse the situation, but it's the Oaks who keep possession. Now with Borders again, Trotter quickly trying to get there. Borders gets away, Trotter can't get back, but the ball again just doesn't find its target. And the Bulls just doing enough really to frustrate, to break up, and to prevent the Oaks getting forward. There's going to be a change. It's going to be Mafola who's going off, and it looks like Handfree is coming on. And the Bene board goes up with the signal that Cavallio's night is over and Francis Lekimamati is on. And it will be a throw-in. It's another good outing from Miguel Cavalli. Starting to think about the Bulls player of the match. Good flick on there by Carr. And Diamand will let it go out. We'll take the throw-in. Now Borders suddenly running hard. Well, it's been a good defensive performance this evening from the Bulls. And Sawyer tries to get going. There's been some good defence from the top with Bickley working hard. And Sawyer goes long again and overplays it, and Diamand won't get there. And there's been good battling at the back with Watling and Giles, all putting in a good, solid Friday night performance. But tonight, just on balance, just because of what might be the difference. The two contenders for the Bulls player of the match. It's between Adam Trotter and James Kere, and on balance, it will come in a moment as the Oaks still have possession. Sawyer does find the pass to Diamand this time. Across comes Barlow. Diamand tries to get past him. Barlow stays strong, does well. Throw in though A minute to go of normal time here. Borders again. Sunley doing well. Cut out again by Watson. Now Sunley. Chance for the Bulls here. Here comes Lecky Mamati with his first touch. Trying to go down that right-hand side. Just be having to play it into that corner. Windsor throw in. As we approach 90. Sabala just stretching. Going back to the Bulls player of the match. Between, as already said, Trotter and Kerry. And the man in the picture there for his goal, which could well be the difference between these two sides this evening. The Jersey Bulls player of the match is the captain with the penalty and the goal on 4 minutes. It's James Kerry. Well, it's now added time in this second half, and it looks like the manager of the Oaks has got a card. Obviously said something to the referee, wasn't happy. James Kerry tries to get Lecky Mamati towards that corner. Flag goes the way of the Oaks this time. Well, looks like Lecky Mamati's just been done for time wasting there. Hasn't been on for 2 seconds and he's picked up a yellow card. So all of a sudden, cards are plenty. Well, Carr has let that go. Diamand can't make it pay. And if there was a player of the match for the home side, it would be their number 2 this evening, who's been outstanding. Just hasn't had the support. Kevin Diamand has been strong, powerful down that right-hand side. Just hasn't been able to break free enough. This Carr will put this up into the sky. Bickley's had a really good game as well defensively. And now Trotter breaking through and caught there in the middle. And it's Handfree who takes Adam Trotter out. It will be another yellow card. Trotter breaking through. There was cover. Trotter caught just as he was about to perhaps create a second. Well, going to see 4 minutes added on. We've already had a minute and 44, 5 now. As we tick close to the second of those 4 minutes as Adam Trotter gets back up. Well, we saw it at Springfield. There was nothing between these sides bar one goal. That came deep into the second half as Watson plays it towards Bickley into the penalty area. Sawyer comes across, big up and under from him. Trotter is back on his feet, finds the head. Sawyer nods it forward. Duncanson trying to skip away from Watling, and then Trotter back hard. Trotter gets fouled again, this time by Duncanson. Well, the Bulls have scrapped hard tonight. They've had to go deep at times. It's been tough, you'd say. They look like they've had to really go to the well and find that extra. They're fit, they're strong. But they've been tough, the Oaks. Hard to knock down. Hard to chop down, in fact, you'd say. And there's Borders, who's still not finished, trying to find something. Here comes Handfree. Trotter again breaks it up. Trotter will try and get it back. He does. He's got a bit of space. They say the corner. You can hear the shouts. And Trotter now squares it inside to Sunley. Sunley lays it off. Well, trying to find Bickley. Perhaps maybe could have taken the shot. Unselfishly offloads. Doesn't find Bickley. And back it goes with Perrin, urging everyone forward now into this last minute of this added time. Perrin meets the head of Carr. Diamand is there. Sunley again. Clears it towards that right-hand side. Deep back into the Oaks side, but quickly up is Perrin. Up to the halfway line. Has a little look. Well, high foot. Solid header by James Kerry. It wasn't Kerry. It doesn't look who's committed the foul. But it is an Oaks player who's gone down. It might well be. Yeah, it is Ibangbi. This time, he's the one who concedes the free kick. And Van der Vliet can take a little bit of time. If it doesn't, he plays it out. But we've had the 4 minutes. It's a question of how much more. Jonah goes long. Flicked on. Quickly across his car. Car is caught though. Referee's not looking at that. Trotter trying to get there. Still they have it, the Oaks. Flicking it forward. Should get to Van der Vliet, who will dive on it. Well, he can't waste too much time anymore. That rule of 8 seconds has prevented time wasting by goalkeepers. We'll have to get rid of it. Van der Vliet does. 5 minutes added already. Well, lovely ball in the end to Barlow, who'll just try and keep it in that corner. Corner. And that's it. It's all over. And it's the Jersey Bulls who run out 1-0 winners for the second time this season against Sevenoaks Town. It's not been the spectacle we had hoped for Friday night football. But in the end, it's 3 points. And it's always the 3 points that matter when you're chasing playoff positions. The difference between the sides is 1 goal again. It's the goal conceded in the 4th minute of the first half by the number 6, Taluk Jonah. James Kerry steps up and finds the back of the net. And that is the difference again between the two sides. It finishes here, Sevenoaks Town 0, Jersey Bulls 1. It's 3 points in the bag. It's top 5 for the Bulls. It's 9 games to go. And up next will be Hassocks at home next Saturday. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. We'll see you next time.